Murder.
Chalk outlines.
DNA tests.
Blood.
Anonymous tip.
Beheadings and disembowelments.
Fingerprints.
The yellow tape that they have on crime scenes.
Witness statements.
Stakeouts with my cop friend and we drink coffee. UV lights that they can see on. 5 minutes.
Yep, true crime in 5 minutes. We have got our true crime expert, Belle.
Big word.
Well, by expert, we mean you just listen to a lot of them. Liam and I, not so much. They kind of scare us, if we're honest. But they also go for quite a long time, especially if you get a series. So what Belle does is she listens to an episode and she compacts it into 5 minutes.
Today we're going back to 2016, not super long ago, over in the US. A mother of 2 kids went missing. She went for a jog. She was a keen runner. She just went out one day and didn't come home. Now, this is a pretty standard kind of start of a story, but trust me, oh my gosh, it gets wild. So she went out for a jog and the father got home, realised no one was home. The kids hadn't been picked up from childcare. He did find my iPhone and found that her phone was on the running track where she normally goes for a jog. Went there, found the phone on the track, cracked to pieces, but it was a hopeful sign. Now, she was missing for a total of like a few weeks. He's panicking. This whole city is panicking. They're putting out calls saying, look, please try and help this lovely mother. She's so lovely. She's sweet. She loves her kids. Everyone, she's a perfect person. Now, like I said, a few weeks go past and finally he gets a call. She's been found. She's been found on the side of a highway over in the US on the highway. Yeah. And she's there. She's waving like a big white pillowcase that had been over her head.
Yeah.
She's lost like half her body weight. Her hair's been chopped off. She's got chains wrapped around her.
Yeah.
She's bleeding, like I said, malnourished. Complete like image of someone who's been kidnapped.
I don't know.
What?
I think I know this one.
Do you?
I think I know this one, but I won't say what I think it is because it might ruin it.
Yeah. Okay. So she had also been branded at this point. So she had like carvings done into her, very similar to when people are trafficked, which is horrific and a very, very real thing that happens in the world. She'd been carved, she'd been branded, and so they took her home. They obviously take care of her. She's completely traumatized. Finally, she starts talking. Now, the big question is what happened? Who had kidnapped you? She said that it was 2 Hispanic women, came while she was jogging. They came in a black SUV at gunpoint, got her into the car, said, just be quiet, drop your phone, come with us. She did what she was told. They knocked her out unconscious. She woke up, didn't know where she was. She was kept in a closet, then in a tiny bathroom. They put this grey kind of tracksuit jogging, like the comfy hoodie and trackies basically, on her, kept her in that, chained up, absolutely abused her, assaulted her, starved her, and of course marked her. So she's telling all this to the police. Everyone's freaking out. Everyone's saying, oh my gosh, we need to be on the lookout for these 2 Hispanic women. She's describing what they look like. And then things start to just not add up. Now, it went by, like months and months went by. Everyone's going, what's the update? Why haven't you found these women? Everyone's starting finger pointing at women on the street. I think it's her. They're being targeted. And then the police say, look, we have found your kidnappers. But the person we've found is actually someone very close to Sherry, the mum. Now, it was actually a friend of hers who they'd found the DNA on the tracksuit that she was wearing. They questioned him. He said, no, I didn't have anything to do with it. She's an old friend of mine. I knew Sherry 10 years ago. And then it started to all come out. And he said, look, you've got me. She came to me. She said that her husband was abusing her and that she needed someone to help her. So I helped her out. I just helped a friend. I hid her. I put her in my house. She did all of the carvings on herself. She did all of the like bruises on herself. Apparently that like she got him to hold up a baseball bat while she ran into it to bruise and break her nose. So she did all of this to herself and then one day said, actually, I'm done with it. I want to go home and just dump me on the side of the road and I'll just make my way back home.
That's crazy.
Which she did. Now, this all might sound like that movie Gone Girl, which that I think that was based off this.
Yeah.
So she made it back home and now then they looked into it.
Hang on, did she go back with the husband?
Yeah, but then it all came out and now she's in prison. So the whole thing was just
Because obviously
being
her
dramatic.
saying, obviously her saying he's abusive, that's horrible if he was. But then you start to suspect, well, was he abusive? Because you've clearly got mental issues if you're doing all of that stuff. But then
It's a good
maybe
question,
maybe
actually.
maybe you were doing that to get out of the relationship. But then I question, well, why did you want to go back to it?
Yeah,
crazy. It's a crazy
no,
story.
Well, so and people from her past said that she used to lie a lot.
Yeah.
And apparently she faked having cancer at one point.
Okay, so she's a bit-
she's a compulsive liar,
Right.
but that is a good question though, Ben. Maybe there was something actually happening at home.
Yeah.
But no, she ran away for a bit and then said, actually, nah, I'm fine, and then went back home. But it all came out, and oh my gosh, the audio of her case.
From
and
what do you
her-
mean? Like from
of
the
her
interviews?
of her being in with the cops and saying, no, like this happened, and describing the women. It's incredible to listen to.
Did she, when they like caught the guy and then they told her, did she confess or she still deny it?
Still denied.
Wow.
So to this day, but Sherry Papini is her name. Realised I didn't say that at the start, but you can look up that case. It's a very famous case, and yeah, you may did that ring any bells?
Yeah, it rung a bell. I think I'd listened to like a 2-part episode a long time ago,
Right.
and the house rang a bell, but then certain parts I was fuzzy on. But it's still a crazy story.
It's wild.
Very good. If you enjoyed that, well, make sure you listen to the next one.